to see who we play today.
There's no doubt about
for the second season. So we finna see. What's up, Living with the K's? What's going on with you? Drop that 100%, please. What's up, Living with the K's? What's going on with you? Drop that 100%, please. What's up, Living with the Thank you, Living with the K's. Okay, y'all. We got the Philadelphia Eagles coming to us. We finna run 2 games tonight. Monday prime time. It's okay to be sad. Sometimes.
Please leave your message for
tonight from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good
I know, right?
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these 2 teams are feeling it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
Hurts fumbles it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get...
Hold on, y'all.
Hey, y'all. Are you cool? No. Your feet ain't on the foot. Y'all, you can't be beating on me like that. Justin, that's why you got a big head. Why you
Back and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. I want to take that course. And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Monica, my niece is calling you, man.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles.
Just the first week of the second season.
As we just saw there, that's a big thing.
And they're going to work this
Because I won the Super Bowl at first.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he is out of bounds here. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Hurts to throw. tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
But the good thing is, still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And the first possession isn't until the second quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, 1 possession, 1 drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys.
Come here, man. You have to cut on that brake light.
Yes, what's up?
What you finna do, baby?
I'm making breakfast right now.
Okay.
But I need you to get the bricks down.
So Prescott
Shiny in
the
there,
Cowboys
babe.
now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here I come. You got Shiny in there. Shiny is my height.
Drive with Elliott. Pretty move. Always got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across.
Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. Hold on. Both.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason.
I don't care, JD. We should be on the phone watching it. Living with the case.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47.
It's gonna take a long time to get this over.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to get to the bricks.
But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll leave them 3rd and long.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Over the middle, hauled in by by Lamb.
Yes,
And
first
he has
down.
another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he'll go down at the 28.
You gotta play smart.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down
You
run,
gotta
and it's
play
2nd and
smart.
4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man complete.
First down.
It's Ferguson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Yeah, we send it on the ground and in the air.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 7, Prescott flush to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Gallup, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some replay communication. Maybe one of them noticed.
Thank you, Livin with the K's.
Defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
I got your back too.
They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's into
wait a minute.
And intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, that.
And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Inside give to Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A give to Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Prescott now. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Prescott to the sideline on 4th down. Jonathan Garibay is out there for the Dallas field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
Garibay's kick is good.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
This time for Smith, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kelvin Joseph.
Dancing away at the 30.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there.
Deidre Lawrence 35. Thanks for the 100%. What's up, sis? Make sure you hit that like button when you come in.
And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense.
Shout out to the 3.
Scoring before the half ends.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And
got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Hello.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks
Man,
all the
football.
time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
I said I got something to tell you.
What?
My auntie called, my mama, my granny passed away today.
What granny?
My granny, Davis.
Davis.
The one down the street from me.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I'm
sad
sorry.
right now.
I'm sorry.
Down
Kid.
at the 12, it's first and 10.
DoorDash.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The
Kid.
give is to Elliott.
Yeah.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half.
Yeah, I'm on live right now.
Okay, I'll be in there.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The Garabay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Matt Corral, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. From there, we head up to the Motor City, check in on the Lions at home at
Detroit.
14. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Jared Goff with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Deshaun Watson, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
My building's on order and living with the K's.
Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's really football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Here's Prescott.
Got you, better boy, because Zeus covered.
He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Elliott. Evades him at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott from 17 yards out.
And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Oh, he's coming out. He's been going pretty
From
good.
a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Hurts.
Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Micah Parsons
now with his second sack here on opening night.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They start on the ground with Elliott. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott.
Got the big boy.
He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run with Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Stop. God damn it.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. They'll set up to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first down, Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Osa Odighizuwa busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're built.
And got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This is Elliott, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Prescott to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Elliott. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this from 37.
Oh, shit.
Garabay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hurts and the Eagles now
Down by 13, 44 seconds to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out.
Hurts throw here, take it in as he's able to find Goddard.
Clock now under 30 ticks and running. From the 30 on second down.
Hurts, pass complete, Goddard. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
I would like to thank the Philadelphia Eagles for coming to Dallas. Sorry we had to beat y'all 23-10.
A little more anticipation, a fun one.
See y'all next time go around.
A lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for Dallas, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm...
Monica. What you want, honey?
Hey, y'all. Hey, TT. Didi.
What's up, Monica? Shiny.
I am not short.
What you want?
What you doing?
What you think I'm doing?
You look bored.
I'm sitting up here playing football.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on my second franchise. Yeah, we got the Arizona Cardinals that come now, so we finna get them and they lost.
Zimbabwe.
What you want, Sonny? You want something? What you want?
I'm running. I'm just, yeah. It's stinking here.
If you don't get your behind out of here, I know your ass will probably get your ass out of here. Nobody want to smell your flatulence.
Okay, I'm back.
We got the Arizona Cardinals, y'all.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Can you hear me? What? Girl, if you don't get up and get that chocolate.
We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Oh, our defense? Oh, come on, man. That's some bullshit.
The first penalty of the game, didn't it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 14 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
It was a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Off play action, Elliott. Here's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that's caught inside the 35.
Damn.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Damn.
Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
You know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Garabay's kick is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
And he's got room.
Gotcha.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Bring that ass back.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First carry for James Conner. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Throwing now is Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's the best top spin on the little bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that were happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
I know, right?
The completion, even though the blitz was on, but the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for.
We need 2 yards,
reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage, but you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hope it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards that time. A tight one after one on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. On 3rd down, Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Elliott, toss right. And he's into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is now 10-3. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Got a man. It's Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Murray's going to keep it again.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop. And it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Murray now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Their partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 22. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Draw play, Elliott. And down he'll go at the 25. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Isaiah Simmons was there in coverage.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with
You don't know
is
what
it was
I mean.
only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
Then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Well, whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Disappointing 1st half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
play of the half. Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And in the second quarter, it is the Eagles who are out in front. Miles Sanders, a touchdown run in that first half. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in U.S. Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Green Bay Packers as that one's gone to halftime. Aaron Jones with 2 touchdown runs. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Bucs trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. Murray a give. This is Connor. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that they're very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Thanks for throwing my sandwich away.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tell you what, not every quarterback is going to stay in the pocket. They sense the pressure coming. He took a hit there, still was able to stay in, make the throw, and complete it for a score.
And a lot of times you see a quarterback take a hit like that, and now all he wants to do is protect the football. Just take the sack and not turn it over. But not in this case. Took the big shot and found his guy downfield.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
A first down carry by Elliott. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Before I watch me another movie.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Inside give to Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there.
You talking about Stone Cold? He'll be there.
As a response.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that'll be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing. Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit, too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Murray now. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
What's today, Friday? Yeah, and I know what I got to
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
I'm going to tell you, take them ribs out.
The give is to Elliott.
I'm going to tell you to take them ribs out,
but they carry it. There as he'll take this down to about the 38. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all game long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Yeah, I'm putting them in the slow cooker. Instead of the oven, because it's going to make it hot as fuck.
Throw right side, take it in by Gallup. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 33 yards that time. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got to turn yardage out of that one.
When you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
You fool?
Yeah, rid of that coffee.
Well, I eat the rest, money. Thank you.
Huh?
I said I eat the rest. Thank you.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cowboys will add to their fourth quarter lead. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of the season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
Garibay on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
Whew.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
We watching Best Man's Holiday after the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 20-10. Just under 2 minutes to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
You on your tablet, that's why you ain't hear me.
Back to throw. Murray got counter. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. Flush to his right. And that's complete to Brown. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
God damn, boy.
Murray's throw completed to Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. And this will be swung out here for counter. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Murray to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, well, just about secure the victory as well. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
You got that going on.
Prescott here to throw. Forced out to his left.
That is caught by Lamb.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Cowboys, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
See y'all next Friday.